Hey guys, Devmitra one more time. Today I am going to talk about something that is very much needed to know to all of you because uh, when we are going to start our career, at first we need to know what is our interest area, in which part we can succeed. Okay, because if we are not going to do the same assessment, we don't even know how we can work and what is our passion, how we can follow our passion. So what I have seen in my 10 years career, that there are so many people who don't even know what is their aspiration in life, what they wanted to be, and they started working like a candidate who has no knowledge about his or her own passion, and only the pressure of circumstances, only the pressure from the family, they got select one job role for them, and they the whole life they spend in that job role. But after having 30 years, when they complete 30 years or 35 years of their job, then only they can understand that what they are doing, that is not their passion actually. That time they don't even change that their career, because that time it's not possible, guys. Whenever you spend more than 30 years in a job role, after that that becomes your identity, and you can't change your identity anymore, right? So guys, in today's world we have seen so many things, like before pandemic situation, the scenario was totally different. That time we always think that the whole world are connected, and we are working, and physically we are visiting offices, and we are working in physical mode. But having that pandemic situation, the scenario got totally changed. And what right now what we are facing, that it's not very easy to find a job, because in that scenario we all face so many difficulties to sustain in a job, right? So how we can find job, but it's the scenario is not like that there is no job, there are so many options, but we don't even know that how to get that job. So if you are a candidate who wanted to be a proper professional person, you don't need to be so much uh, kind of thing like I am too serious in studies, too serious in anything that is not needed, because your knowledge only you can help you, but the knowledge should be connected with your passion. So whatever field you wanted to grow, it can be anything, okay? So but you need to think precisely, and you need to understand the value of that thing. And the most important thing is age does matters, guys. If you are right now, you are seated in your room, and you are seeing my video, and whatever you are thinking that it's no, but what she is saying the main thing, and the thing that we can start from day after tomorrow, we can start from after having one more day. So it's not that, it's not like that, guys, because our knowledge can only help us if we start gaining it from today itself, okay? So in your knowledge, but from our childhood day, what we have done, we studied in so many areas, okay? That time we don't even know that what is our passion. And when we have studied, we do so many things in our subjects, and sometimes some people likes math, some people likes english, there are some people who likes history, okay? So these are the things, but that time we don't even know what will be our future, because that is mandatory session, that is that education we need to do. Even during degree, it is also mandatory for us. After having 12, we can select from that part, okay, I can go for arts, I can go for science, I can go for commerce. But after having that degree, we need to find out our way, because in each and every candidate has their own potential, own passion. But if from the pressure of society, from the pressure of our parents, we always try to fulfill their dreams, we don't even think about our dreams. So if I like maths, that means maths is my passion, and I wanted to be a science candidate, I wanted to be a doctor. Sometimes it not matches with our reality, and our dream is also different, so we need to differentiate it. I like math, it doesn't matter, I can be a very good doctor, that I'm not saying that. Because after having 2 to 3 months and gaining that knowledge in the medical, what we feel that it's not for us, that is another thing. Whatever I am saying, that kindly find out your own passion and own zone, that is very much important. Even even each and every candidate has their own thing, and we all are having that knowledge, that thing. Whenever we started studying, we all know which subject is our favorite, right? Am I right or wrong? We all know that maybe our parents can give us that pressure that you need to do maths, you need to read biology, you need to do physics, but we know it very good, in very good way, that what is our favorite subject. And that self assessment, after having degree also we need to do that self assessment. Whatever I have seen, that there are so many people who wanted to be software engineer. What is the reason behind it? Because they listen from someone that software engineers package are very good. Okay, for that reason they started doing software engineering. Okay, but the issue is, if software engineering is so easy, that coding is so easy, then why don't each and every candidate who came to do coding don't get jobs? But the job scenario is not like that. There are so many options each and every day in software developers, in software engineering. There are so many options. There are 15 lakhs candidates who pass out from colleges, but only 1 or 2 lakh candidates get that opportunities from campusing. But is that enough? No, it's not. Because we are, if we want to succeed, we need to understand that we need to learn properly, and how it can be possible, how the learning will be easy, that is also we need to know. If you want to learn something, at first make that your passion, and only learning can help us. There is no other way. After having 2 to 3 months doing coding for 2 to 3 months, if we think that we can be software engineers and we can get the package of 5.5 lakhs and more than that, so it's not possible, guys. Whatever I'm saying the truth. You need to understand, because whenever you are going to learn something, there we need 3 to 6 months, because in that time span you are going to do projects also, and live projects is very much important. Whatever you have done in your college, that you will say that I have done projects in my college, and I have that knowledge. Whenever you are going to give one interview, at first they will ask you that have you worked in a live project, and in that time if you will say no, I have not done any live project, they will say you are not selected. That's the truth. I have done so many interviews of our candidates, and I have got that response from their side. Okay, the feedback is from their side that without knowledge, without proper learning, without proper training, we can't do anything. So in PCS Global, whatever we are doing, we are providing the knowledge and we are giving that information to you. And what I am saying, that being a proper professional person, you need to understand that the knowledge is very much needed. And we are, because when in since childhood, what we have seen, that if we start when we start crawling, there was no one to help us, because that is our first step and we have taken it by ourselves. Maybe our parents encourages us to start working, but the first step we have taken. So guys, don't be a candidate who don't even know how to work, how to follow the system, and how to be the professional person, because we are here to help you, and we are providing you that knowledge. And think properly, think precisely. In today's job scenario, there are only 50% candidates who has that knowledge, other 50% don't even know how to do it. And if you wanted to be a professional person, there is no other option for you. Make your learning easy. What I am saying, that very, don't think and don't scatter your life by thinking that what we can do, how we can proceed, and by doing something that is not related to your stream, you are doing something, and that can't help you, guys. So make your thought process precise, and be a candidate who can do everything. Okay, it can be anything. So that is the thing. And it's, so you need to understand, because we are here to help you, and each and every candidate has their own potential. Hi Kaushik, Am I right? Is it Kaushik?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Kaushik. This is Devamitra.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the things, because in PCS Global, what I have said, that is another thing. But in your life, if you're going to follow your passion, at first try to follow that proper way. Because if today you are thinking, sitting in your home and thinking that I have completed my degree and I am going to join any MNC, and you are going for interview, but after having that interview session, after giving one or two interviews, you got disheartened because you don't even know the process and you have started by yourself only. Is that enough for you? What do you think? So, guys, kindly follow the process. Without following the process, you can't proceed. Even today I have seated over here in my career, I have seen so many candidates, they have enough potential, but without knowledge, without having that proper knowledge, they don't even work properly, and they lost their 5 years 6 years from their life. And that's no need to be to carry that pain, because it's very painful for me also, being an influencer, being a speaker. I can say that it only gives us mental pain. And if we are here to follow that process, we can do it, so why don't? And PCS Global, what we are doing, we are providing the same knowledge to you guys. There are so many technologies you can learn, that there is Java, there is Salesforce. There today's Salesforce market is a booming market. So as Salesforce is the number one CRM in today's job market. Okay, so why don't we use that knowledge? Because of our we are not conscious about our career, that's the only reason that we don't get that information from anywhere. Today I am seated over and I am going live and I am talking with you guys. The only reason is I am trying to provide you that information, that what can help you. In software development, there are so many vacancies in Java developers, because Java is the most old technology programming language, but we don't even know about it. So we try to do something else, and sometimes we are making that all those things, the ticketing and all those things, and that don't even help us, guys. uh, think precisely, start working, and make yourself self that candidate who can do everything. So learning is the only process. After having 2 to 3 years gap, when you came down in PCS Global, what we do, we always try to help you, we always try to provide you proper knowledge, and we always try to make a professional person. But that time, that what mental state you have, that we also need to understand. Because in psychologically what happens, you already get frustrated, because in that 2 to 3 years process, you have done so many things that is all not need to do, but you have done it. So if you are completing your degree, with that degree you can start working also. There are I have seen so many candidates who has that knowledge, who has already started doing that. After having that degree, they started working. And in whenever you are going to join an MNC, at first you need to gain that knowledge, that practical knowledge, how to work in practical world. And you can't get that knowledge from your college, but they don't provide it. The fact is, the whatever they give you one certification, and that certification is what you have, that only help you that you are a person who has that degree. But if you wanted to be a proper professional person, you need to gain that knowledge properly. And in that knowledge only can gain by joining one startup. And in that startup, they always try to help you, because in mid-level companies, in startups, the candidates, the freshers always treated like the that candidate, who has who need to that who need that support. And in PCS Global, we also do that. We always provide that support to them, because each and every people have their own potential, and we always try to flourish it. In PCS Global, there are so many candidates who has joined from another states, who has joined from another city, and they are always virtually working with us. There are so many projects are going on in PCS Global. There are government projects, there are another projects, healthcare projects. So you can work in their projects also. also. And in my previous sessions, you can see in my fireside chat that I have already talked with so many candidates. There are 1400 plus candidates who has already gained that knowledge from PCS Global, and they are working very successfully in other MNCs also. So if you don't have that knowledge, how could you success, could you get that success? So don't spare your time like it's I have done my MBA, I have done my MC, I have done my BTech, and it's my time for chill out. Yeah, it's time for chill out. Take 7 days gap, that is enough for you. After having that gap, start searching for those things that can only help you. And in our zone, what I am saying, that technology is every day, it's changing. At first there was Python, there was Java, and after that there came Python, and right now the same features are providing in JavaScript. So who knows Java, at first they need to learn Python that time, but right now then Java has done the same thing, and create the same thing in JavaScript, same features. So right now that is called functional programming, and people need to know JavaScript right now. So if you want to learn one technology, that is not enough for you. You need to understand, and you need to learn each and every technology. You need to have that knowledge. Maybe your domain will be Java, maybe your domain will be Salesforce. That is another thing. In Salesforce you don't need to do any coding, that you need to know some part of Java and some part of Python. That is another thing. So being a candidate, being a job aspirant, what I can say, that kindly don't waste the time. Time is very precious in our life, because there is no shortcut. If we want to learn, we need to learn properly, and in PCS Global we are providing that learning only. Okay, we are not going to say you that whenever you are going to join, after that we will send you for interview for any other company. It's not like that. We are not going to send you, because we will provide you training for 6 to 7 months. Okay, the first timing would be, if you have little bit of knowledge, it can be 3 months, but if you don't have any knowledge, it will take 6 months. And after having that 6 months knowledge only, we are going to give you one project, two projects, three projects. There can be so many projects, that projects you need to learn, and you need to work properly. After having that practical knowledge only, we are going to deploy you in another company, in our client projects, in another our partner companies. So these are the things you need to understand. And coding, doing, I am interested in coding, that is the only thing of being a software engineer, and coding is very cool, I like to love to do coding. For that reason only I'm going to join PCS Global, and I'm going to be a software engineer. It's not like that. It's if you have that precise passion about coding, only that can help you, and we are here to help you. So take 1 month time, try to do coding. If you find it suitable for you, you can do it, only then go forward. Otherwise find out another way, another option. That in that part also we can help you. Okay, in PCS Global, each and every day we have seen so many candidates who came for coding and who is doing the code successfully, but some of them don't even know what to do, but they started working, and after having 2 to 3 months experience, they move for another things. Okay, another profile. So it can also happen. We help them for that also. So be a proper professional person, do things precisely, take time, and think like that what is my passion. It can be anything, it can be anything. You can do anything that is your passion. Okay, so follow that passion. And in PCS Global, we appreciate each and every candidate who has that knowledge, who has that information, that what I need to do, how I can make myself better person, and how I can prove myself. We always there to help him or her. So don't waste time, guys, because time is the only thing that can help you to grow. And after having that knowledge, when you are going to join one MNC, that time only you can feel what you have learned from PCS Global. In our interview sessions, in our fireside chat, if you go and see our fireside chats, okay, you can see there are so many candidates who has done the same thing, who has given so many interviews after having that they came in PCS Global, and we hold their hands and we always try to give them that proper knowledge. And right now they are very happy, they are working in so many projects and working in very good MNCs. After having all those things, they are they given so many interviews, one, two, three, four. It can be there are number of interviews. There is so uh, and it's needed. That growth is also needed. If you will be stagnant in one position, okay, that is not the right thing, because your knowledge need to be proper, and you need to do growth in your career. Maybe you can stay in a company for 10 years, 15 years. That's not the way. Because whenever you are a learner, you are learning, then it is also a learning part in your life. Being a learner, you need to understand that your growth only can happen if you think about that part, and you grow to go for another companies, another MNCs. And what we say that 1 year is enough for having working in a company. It can be any company. So in PCS Global, we don't make our resources stagnant, and we always try to give them that opportunity to grow. And we always send them for two to three, four interviews, and after having the interviews they crack. And we always appreciate that, and we always give them that opportunity to grow. And in personal life also, whenever you are going to join one MNC, maximum time span would be 2 to 3 years. After that you need to change, because that is the process of growth. You can work in another MNC, you can, if you can crack, you can work in so many MNCs. And after that, that whatever knowledge you will get from that MNCs, that only give you that opportunity to, maybe after having all those things, you can come and you can work with your first MNC, but the position will be very high. Okay, because you have that knowledge of each and every MNC, and that thing will give you that knowledge that how to work in one MNC. As you have joined in some of the MNCs, like software developer, junior software developer, training software developer, but after having 10 years experience, when you are going to join that MNC one more time, your position will be something else. It can be project manager, it can be team lead. So think like that, think precisely, and make that proper planning. Your career graph is very much needed. If you don't have that career graph, you don't, if you don't have that precise planning, it's not going to help you. After 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you will find yourself whatever, when from where you have started, you are in that place only. And if you have that technical knowledge, if you are from technical domain, kindly use that knowledge. Don't make that knowledge wasted. Okay, so these are the things, guys, what I have said. So that is for today's session. I am going to join with you another time. Bye for now.